so now it's time to measure the oil. The biggest problem I have is that the coconut oil is solid at room temperature, because room temperature in our house is about 17 degrees or so Celsius, which is it's around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. I'm kind of estimating down from 20. It might be as much as 62, but anyway, it's definitely below the solidification point for coconut oil. And coconut oil is so hard when it's solid that I can't dig it out with a spoon. So I'm going to have to put it on the stove over low heat to try and get it out. So that'll be my next project. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, while I'm waiting for the coconut oil to soften, I'm going to measure out the other part of the fat, which is the vegetable fat shortening. The shortening makes a very soft soap, and the coconut oil makes a very hard and drying soap. And so we go with a combination of different oils that have different properties in their final soap. So we're going to weigh the shortening, and once again we're going to zero the scale, which is called tearing, because you need to be starting from 0 point every time you're weighing something. And in this case, when I'm putting the oil onto it, I can use the pan that came with the scale. Okay, so I'm going to weigh 11 ounces of shortening. So that starts off, and that is 7, so I'm going to have to add 4 more ounces to that, or 1/4 of a pound. It's a lot like cooking, actually. Very similar skills. One of the things I'm trying to do is relearn the skills that were considered probably not our grandmother's skills at this point, but our great-grandmother's. My grandmother had a general store, so she wasn't making a lot of soap. She was selling canned goods, but she was raised on a beef farm. Okay, so I know I need 4 ounces, and there's 16 ounces in a pound, so I need 1/4 of that. And it's just exactly the same shortening that we use for food. Have almost exactly 11 ounces with that nice eyeballing. So this is the shortening that's going to go in. The coconut oil is on the stove over a low heat, trying to soften it up enough that I can pour it so that I can actually weigh it. Okay, I finally got the coconut oil out. Still hard, as you can see. Getting the coconut oil out of the jar actually turns out to be the hardest part of making soap for me. It's probably because my house is so cold. Okay, so the coconut oil also was weighed. We're going to put the coconut oil, good luck getting that out of the bowl now, and in this case, the vegetable shortening into a pot. And we're going to turn the pot on over very low. We're going to melt them all because we need them all to be liquid, because we need to make a really nice uniform mixture. We'll put all the oils into the pan.